Welcome, this is Michael Schulman, and thanks for listening. Markets go up, markets go down. Great products and great companies and their victims are forever. The next generation of great products and great companies have already placed their stake in the ground and are achieving outsized success in the marketplace. Their common link is what I call personalization, the creation of products and services that increasingly cater to the individual customer. Personalization is one of 10 investment theses I discuss in my report, Contrarian Profits. These investment theses all flow from two central realities: a massive worldwide credit contraction that has resulted in austerity and recession, and a chaotic casino market driven by headlines and fear. Personalization makes these realities moot. The great products and the great companies that cater to the individual have escaped and will continue to escape this mess. At first glance, personalization is not what you might think. It is not just DNA this or customer made that. Personalization extends across the entire economy and ranges from genetically tailored cancer treatments to coffee. The epicenter of personalization is the individual customer, the individual patient, the individual business, and the product or service that matches the spending fingerprint of this customer. If no two fingerprints are alike, the same can be said for customers, and companies prospering right now have figured out how to reach that customer, the office worker getting a cup of latte with cinnamon, low-calorie vanilla syrup without foam please. Actually, I drink my coffee black. Or the owner of a smartphone that recognizes the mistakes they make while typing and automatically corrects that mistake for the user of that phone. There are three broad categories or sectors of personalization: medicine, technology outside of medicine, and food. I have followed and written about biotech and genomics for more than a decade, and you would be surprised how much personalization is embedded in ordinary day-to-day products and services in your doctor's office. I own an iPad and an iPhone and a GPS, and they've all been customized for my needs by me. Did you know you can program a John Deere tractor to function without a driver and harvest that best part of a crop based on real-time satellite data, the tractor programmed for that individual farm? Or that Whole Foods will prepare your Thanksgiving turkey a bit differently than the one prepared for your next-door neighbor? Within medicine, it is all about genomics, genomic tests, genomic research, genomic data, and intellectual property. I'm not talking about speculative drugs that may or may not make it through clinical trials. I am talking about products and services right here, right now, generating billions in revenues. The world leader in molecular diagnostics is a company called Cepheid. Their tests for the killer staph infection, MRSA, and tuberculosis and many other diseases are the fastest and most efficient on the market and tell doctors what the bug is with great precision, indicating what the treatment should be. The world leader in the equipment used in genetic research labs is Illumina. They own this marketplace, have killed their competition, and part of their advantage is the database of genetic information they offer customers. And that leads us to the world leader in the technology used to identify molecules and proteins that might be useful in selecting new drug candidates, the company being Compugen. Their products speed up core research by a factor of 10 at least, and they are a vendor to many of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Personal food, now my favorite for obvious reasons if you ever come over for a meal. It is not just about the box on a grocer's shelf or a place to eat out. Personal food is anywhere and everywhere, in your home, when you eat out, and at the grocery store. What companies should you be looking at right now? I get my coffee at Starbucks, and business is great. It has proven not just to be recession-proof, but is an actual beneficiary of the recession. I shop at Whole Foods Market because they have organic beef that is expensive, but simply tastes better and of concern to shareholders has higher profit margins. And who ships them a great many of their products? Hanson Naturals. The new place for light meal, a light dinner, an affordable dinner made to your choosing, it's not just for lunch, is Panera, a company that grew 19% year over year in the last quarter. And my twin sons are addicted to Chipotle, the supposed bubble stock that is not really in a bubble. a place where you can get fresh food that you pick out and choose to put on your very own burrito, or burrito without the tortilla, or with this kind of bean or that kind of cheese. Wall Street thinks Chipotle has succeeded because more and more people like Mexican food. Nope. Chipotle has flourished in a down economy because customers want fresh food tailored to their tastes at a reasonable price. Personalization in technology is everywhere and begins with devices. And devices drive all other products, companies, and investing choices to be made by you. Apple drives the device business, and the device business drives the building out of the cloud, the building out of the communications infrastructure to support cloud computing and storage. Devices incorporate and consume hundreds of millions, billions actually, of components, and these devices talk to each other via vast and growing communication networks. But it all comes down to the choices created for individuals. Personal technology is far more than Apple. If you believe in this thesis, you must already own or must be prepared to invest in Apple. Apple is the dominant personalization company with small market share in phones and computers, meaning they can easily double in size in the next 3 to 4 years. But you need to also look at the entire Apple ecosystem. They're critical suppliers that are also technology leaders and suppliers to many competing devices. The glass in that iPad or other tablet, or even in phones, is Gorilla Glass from Corning. The flash memory chips are probably made by SanDisk or another outfit licensing SanDisk technology. The communications company with by far the best customer loyalty is Verizon. Plus, this stock actually has a 4% dividend, something I can show you how to turn into a 15% or more dividend at a later date. The other exploding categories of personalization, social media and infrastructure, and of course the ubiquitous cloud, are day in and day out propositions, so please stay tuned. What you have to look for is what you have always looked for when picking a winner. Great products well ahead of their competitors. Great growth with more growth to come. Great management every day, every month, every quarter. There are no secrets here. The formula works. The companies focusing on the individual have greatly outperformed the market the past year, the past 3 years, the past 5 years. Yes, that's me again, digging peat on the island of Islay off of Scotland as part of my duties working in a distillery for a week, a very personal 50th birthday gift from my family. When I am back at my day job, this is what I do. I dig again, looking for that company with the great product, with the great service, and of course, the great stock. I show this picture for I Collect single malt whiskeys. There are literally thousands of labels, each suited to an individual taste or preference. And, in part because of this, the industry is growing almost 20% a year. Pretty much says it all about personalization. So stay tuned for more. Personalization is the most fun part of looking at products and companies and stocks and markets, and potentially the most profitable. Thanks for listening. This is Michael Schulman.